Hi, and welcome to this introductory video on Poker Agent. Poker Agent has three main features: a session management piece, a player management piece, and hand histories. First, we're going to look at the session management piece. You can start and stop a session from this main screen. You start a session by clicking on the green button and then selecting your location if necessary and the stakes that you're playing. You can also edit a session or the current session by clicking on the edit icon. To look at or edit past sessions, you click on the session list icon up at the top, and from here you can see all the prior sessions grouped by the last 7 days, last 30 days, last 60 days, etc. In addition, you can look at summarized information regarding your sessions by clicking on the reporting screen, or the reporting icon. On this screen, you'll see each of your sessions summarized by year, by month, by stakes, or location. The next piece we're going to look at is the player management piece. There are two ways to get to player management. The first one is by clicking on this icon on the main screen or from the table screen. So when you start a new session, there'll be an empty table, usually with you seated at the table, and you can choose the seat that you're in. To do that, you would click on the seat and drag up so that you initiate a swap, and we'll say today that you're sitting in seat 2. And then in seat 7, there's a player that you know you have some notes on, so you touch on that seat and you drag down to the right, and you can see the find highlighted, and you're going to find that player. Fortunately, it's a player you play with all the time. It's Robin, who you've played with the most out of the other players, so by default she's already at the top. This initial list is sorted by the number of sessions that you've played with each player. So you can click on her, and that will drop her down into the seat. If you have multiple players that you want to select, you can use this icon up at the top left. You can also from here look at Robin's details, so different notes that you might have on Robin, your hand histories for hands that you've recorded that Robin's played, and Robin's statistics and her hand ranges, if you have any that you've entered in for her pre-flop hand ranges. You can also, or the next piece we're going to look at is the hand histories piece, which means to have a hand history you've got to be able to record it, so we're going to briefly look at the hand recording screen. So since you've got, you can record based on any of the players or with any of the players, but since we have Robin here, we'll go ahead and do a couple things with Robin. So you can enter in the board for what comes out when you're there, or when you're in the hand, and just select the cards and they come up down there. You can also select your own cards or your range or Robin's range. It'll default to the range screen, but you can also look at the card selection and select 2 cards. And then now let's say that Robin just limps in and you're in the small blind and you decide to raise pre-flop. So you would click on the circle and drag up and to the right, or touch on the circle and drag up and to the right, and oops, we forgot to have Robin call. So we will undo our action and the other automated actions, and now we'll make it so that Robin limps in. When Robin limps in, we raise to $40, and she calls. And this gives you a rough idea of how it works. Next you click on the flop, the turn in the river, and repeat the same, recording whatever the actions were. I hope you enjoyed this introductory video to Poker Agent. That is all.